Whew. I was reading through the book of Isaiah. Oh, man, this light's terrible. Yeah, forget it. Anyway, I was reading the book of Isaiah, and there's two chapters, but I just I want to start this little thing, Isaiah 2012, basically. Um, you see this big revolution happening in the Middle East. Egypt was one of the main focal points. They got this Democratic leader, and now he just gave himself sweeping powers. And once again, the people out there in I think it's Tahrir Square, I believe it is. And this is Isaiah chapter 19. And listen to this, because this is crazy. All right, chapter 19. It says, "The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it." And this is the part that jumped out here. "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom is kingdom against kingdom, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. And I will destroy the council thereof." The council have been destroyed. The government is displaced. The Muslim Brotherhood, and now this dude has made himself basically emperor of Egypt, sultan, pharaoh, whatever. And they shall seek to the idols, to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizard. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. And then this guy, Hanzi, I think it is, he just gave himself basically all power over Egypt. And so I'm like, well, is this the, Isaiah 2012? Here we are. Um, and then it said, "And the water shall fail from the sea, and the river shall be wasted and dried up. They shall turn the rivers far away. The brooks of defense shall be emptied and dried up. The reeds and flags shall wither. Paper reeds by the brooks, by the mouth of the brooks, and everything sown by the brooks shall wither, be driven away, and be no more." Okay. Of course, it goes on, but let's see, a couple other ones. Said, "The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err, and every work thereof as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit." Okay. And it said, "Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. And in that day shall Egypt be like unto a woman, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it." Yeesh. Wow. That's pretty heavy. And I go up a little bit further here. I skipped a little bit. Verse 11 says, "Surely the princes of Zoan are fools, and counsel of the wise counselors of Pharaoh is become brutish. How say ye unto Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise ancient kings? Where are they? Where are thy wise men? And let them tell thee now, and let them know what the Lord of hosts hath purposed upon Egypt. Princes of Zoan are become fools. The princes of Noph are deceived," or Noph, "and they have also seduced Egypt, even they that are the stay of the tribes thereof." These princes, modern day princes, I mean, are they talking about the Brotherhood? Could be not. Um, I go down a little bit further here in it out, but here it says in verse 20, "And it shall be for a sign and for a witness unto the Lord of hosts in the land of Egypt, for they shall cry unto the Lord because of the oppressors, and he shall send them a Savior, and a great one, and he shall deliver them. And the Lord shall be known to Egypt, and the Egyptians shall know the Lord in that day, and shall do sacrifice and oblation. Yes, they shall vow a vow unto the Lord and perform it." As what we seen in Egypt, Isaiah 2012. Speaking of which, um, the burden of Babylon. This is chapter 13 of Isaiah. "Burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, and exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, they that may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. And they come from a far country, from the end of the heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land." I guess we don't have to, wonder who came from a far country, once again, ready for battle, hosting the battle, and weapons of indignation and destroying the land. I mean, last 10, 12, 13 years, should, 11, whatever, it should be pretty obvious. Everybody knows Babylon was in Iraq. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, and it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Well, when they were fighting back, their hearts weren't melting, some of them, but, it's hard times over there. They're pretty much falling to pieces. And they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth, and they shall be amazed at one another. Their faces shall be as flames. And, yeah. I mean, it goes more and more here, but I want to actually save the rest of this for another, you know what, forget it. Said, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in its going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, that every man shall turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through. Everyone that is joined unto them fall by the sword. All the ones that joined unto them, foreign fighters coming in, everybody falling, us, them, whatever. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. I mean, it's enough for these slideshows on YouTube to show all the children burnt to crisp and everything else over there, running back and forth, and not just in Iraq, but all over the Middle East. They're just bringing their kids to the hospital, landing with third-degree burns and chemical burns from white phosphorus, and bandages on, crying out, screaming. Parents just, distressed and angry. And said, their children shall also be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Check and check, those have happened. I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver as for gold, and they shall not delight in it. The Medes, of course, Persians, which is Iran now. Not sure how they're going to come into this, but who knows what, they're such a wild card right now. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellencies shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch their tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. I'm going to stop at verse 20 because verses 21 and 22 stood out to me, and I actually want to make a different video about that. But, I mean, if anybody goes through the book of Isaiah, and, they're talking about, and there's all these different lands, in the Middle East and all that, and saying how they're just going to fall, and, things will happen, and I'm looking at the way things are playing out in the Middle East now. And it's just, again, Isaiah 2012 all over again. It's about 50-some chapters, and I mean, it's plenty to go on. Anybody, I'm not going to just read this whole thing, but it's plenty of stuff in here, and it's just going from land to land to land, and their modern day equivalent names or whatnot, they're all being afflicted at this point, or most of them. And just like it says in Ecclesiastes, there is nothing new in the sun. Everything is just happening, just cyclical nature of everything here. And so we're seeing, we could be seeing Isaiah again, all over again,